Hello, today is May 31st, 2025. We always start with our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls, make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Monday, first trading day of June. And remember, I can change my plan, and my plan can be wrong, so trade at your own risk. Look for the pattern on Friday with the early high, that's this. And Monday's pattern should have the early low. These are the patterns we should see next week. We thought we'd be moving down. We certainly did. That's quite a drop. Doesn't mean we have to close down. We closed unchanged. We had a candidate for the end of the leg. That still is a legitimate call. And because we closed unchanged, I just repeat the prediction. This is a candidate. We have a candidate here for the end of the leg. We just have to start moving down. And there is a lower target, 58.62.73. That's about 50 handles lower. But unless we gap up smartly, that's my call for Monday. Well, during the day, MEJT just gave that one signal, says this whole thing isn't for keeps. It's going to retrace, undercut this line. Let's see how this piddling around changed things, if it changed things. We had this support level we broke through. We couldn't hold it, but at least we have a break of support. We had a strong rally in the close, still couldn't take out any of these highs. So we dropped, broke support, rallied, couldn't break through the highs. Right now it's just backing and filling, and it's a negative pattern. Now again, time doesn't run out until the open on Monday. The open up here, all that negativity goes away. But right now, it's a break of support. A rally which couldn't clear a prior high. It's backing and filling, and if we do drop and hit this target, it's quite credible. I would still like this high to hold, and we have to find some way to count what's going on after that high. Now again, it doesn't have to hold. You can have wave boxed C go over boxed B, but I'd just be a lot happier if that held, and if it didn't hold, it wouldn't kill the count, but I'd be suspicious that some other count is going to be more accurate. We had wave C ending here, and it's possible that's the right count. It doesn't break any rules, but since then we've just been in a chop, and I would be happier if we just dropped after this wave is over, after this consolidation is over. I want to see us drop like this. We had a little consolidation here and then a big drop. I'd be happier if we got a big drop right from the open. So this was the count we had. It's possible to modify the count if we're still in wave gray C. It doesn't change the idea if instead of ending here, wave group, it was just A of gray C, and if this is an ABC, C would be half of A bracket, and that still works. And in that case, wave gray C would end here. So if you have this as wave A, and you set that at 50%, and here's B in the same place. Well, it was even closer than that last time I checked it. So you'd have wave C as twice A right here. You could count this instead of the end of gray C. That's just an ABC, and all these fibs work. I mean, these are pretty good fib ratios here. They all work, any number of ways to count this one. So again, we have a candidate for the end of the wave. Now again, just because that wave works doesn't mean something else won't. But it's a perfect pattern to end the wave if we start dropping, and we do have a lower target. So I'm just going to wait to see if that works. It would make a lot of sense if we dropped hard and fast right from the open. Would give credibility to that count. And if that doesn't happen, I don't have to risk any money on that wave count. I want to see it drop first before I take a counter trend trade, and we've been in a pretty strong rally mode. So we're going to have to use the mixed signals rules. It's a pattern with the early low. It is bullish. We gap down, hit a lower low, closed over all the lows. That's a bullish pattern. Assuming we maintain it, if we drop and take this low out early, that all the bullishness goes away. It's a bearish pattern. We have a lower MEJT target, and the strong late day rally couldn't clear intraday highs. Now again, you gap up here, the bearishness goes away, and the target doesn't have to print on Monday. So we'll have to see where we open. Here are the rules. Commonest thing is a gap and prompt move outside the range. I would like to see the gap down and prompt move under this low, but it hasn't happened yet. We have a strong candidate here for the end of the rally leg, but if we don't drop hard and fast pretty much right from the open, I'd be suspicious something else may be going on. Trying to call these changes and trends can be a bit chancy. You just can't bet the house on it because there might be some other count that works. We have a perfect candidate that works right here. And if it works, I think we could still drop around the middle 5600s, after which a huge rally continues. But if it doesn't work, I wouldn't force it, and I wouldn't sit around waiting to see if it happened. When you look for a counter trend trade, it either works fast or just chalk it up and say that that's not the right idea. So we'll see where we open. I'd love to see us drop right from the open, undercut this. If so, I'm going to play along. But if we don't, I'm going to keep my powder dry. It's the pattern on Monday with the early low, and that is today's call.